Hello everyone. Today we are creating something delicate and full of texture. A smocked floral panel perfect for a dress sleeve. I'm using a soft pink polyester cotton blend. The mix gives us that perfect balance. It's easy to needle but holds the memory of the ruffles beautifully. I've started with a piece measuring 4 by 30 inches. By the time we finish our smocking, this piece will shrink down to just 8 or 10 inches. Accuracy is key here. I'm marking a grid of 2 by 2 centimeter squares with a guide dot right in the center of each. This grid is the map for our garden. As you mark, keep your touch light. We want these guides to disappear once the flowers bloom. For this fabric manipulation, strength is more important than decoration. I'm using a sewing thread secured with a firm knot. Let's begin our first flower. We pick up a tiny bit of fabric at each of the 4 outer dots of our square. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Starting at the first dot, we take a tiny, delicate stitch. We move to the second, the third, and the fourth. Now watch as I pull the thread. The fabric collapses inward, blooming into a 4-petal flower. It's a simple movement that feels like magic every time. Before we add our bead, take your needle to the center and tie 2 or 3 firm knots. This locks the flower's shape. To bring the flower to life, I'm adding a small pearl bead at the very center. Not only does this hide our gathering point, but it adds a touch of weight and elegance. Pass the needle back through to the underside and secure it with a double knot. It's important to knot every single flower individually. This ensures that if one thread ever snags, the whole sleeve won't unravel. Now we continue this process, one by one all along the length of the fabric piece. There are no limits here. The longer the fabric, the more beautiful the texture becomes. You'll notice the fabric is shrinking rapidly. While smocking usually requires 4 times the finished width, I always recommend using 5 times the amount. It is much better to have a little extra to trim at the end than to be a few centimeters short of a sleeve opening. It's a timeless technique that turns simple fabric into art. Give it a try and let the rhythm of the stitches relax you. Now that our rows are complete, the top and bottom edges look a bit wild with ruffles. Now let's look at these ruffles at the top and bottom. We need to keep them neat. We're going to fold them over one by one. We need to tame them. I'm folding each ruffle in the same direction and securing them with tiny invisible tack stitches. Using a thread that perfectly matches your fabric is a secret for a professional couture finish. Here is a little secret. When you do your stay stitch, don't worry about making it perfect or overly secure. If you plan to sew this into a garment with a machine later, just a simple quick stitch to keep the folds firm is all you need. The machine will do the heavy lifting later. I will continue every fold one by one along both edges. Use a thread that matches your fabric exactly to make your knots disappear. Once finished, give it a very gentle steam press. Avoid pressing the flowers directly. We want them to stay bouncy and 3D. To give you a clear picture of the final look, I've attached 2 smooth pieces of matching pink fabric to both the top and bottom of our smocked panel. Look at the depth this adds to a simple sleeve. While this is perfect for a dress, imagine this as a decorative panel on a silk pillow cover or even the header of a sheer curtain.